What up, Dance Crew? It's your boy Dance. We're back with another video for Battlefield 6. You know I love Battlefield, so you know it'll be a lot of Battlefield content. Anyways, Jack Frags has a video about the new gameplay and insane details that he found out while he was playing the early access of Battlefield 6. I have been locked in like a hawk. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This game does things to me in a good way. Just letting you know. Let's get it.
The wild now, and since the reveal, there is a ton of new information and surprising details about the game. I've scoured the internet, read the blog posts, watched interviews, and today I've got all of the most important news for you. Let's get into it now. Battlefield 6 on Steam has native...
Let's just take a moment to appreciate the goddamn engineer hitting the tank and rejuvenating that tank, giving that tank life, man. I miss that so much. Y'all gotta understand, this is the BF4 vibes, man. That's straight BF4 vibes.
Steam support and will not require the EA app. This was confirmed on the official website and also from DICE developer Kamal Ake. He also stated that it will use your Steam username. The new version of Portal was shown and will allow players to create massively varied experiences from the base game. In the clip here, we see the new spatial editor adding giant ramps into a map, creating what appeared to be an only up style obstacle course. We also see jet races and wingsuit style courses. Alexia Christofi, a producer at DICE, mentioned in an interview with Mirror Station USA that internally they had play-tested game modes with custom scripting and AI improvements, so you're able to make your own custom UI and improve how the NPCs behave and perform. There's a whole host of tweakables and mutators like the ability to do closed weapons, hardcore mode. What we're seeing is somebody in the studio create a top-down 2D shooter, or even a horde mode where you purchase guns from an MCOM. So this is pretty wild considering how limited the original version of Portal was.
Portal looks like it's about to be crazy, like Fortnite type vibes. I'm getting like Fortnite creativity vibes, bro. Like the stuff that you're about to be able to do, like almost Halo Forge vibes. And if you know about Halo Forge, you know the vibes, man. It used to create all kinds of crazy games in Halo Forge. So that's the vibes I'm getting from the Portal right now, and I'm loving that. Battlefield is I guess they're on that get back. I guess this is get back season. This is time to make it make sense. Come back, let Call of Duty know they're not really them. Okay, that's what this season is about for Battlefield. Clearly,
in 2042, in Battlefield 6 Portal, based on what Alexia said here, it appears that the sky is the limit, letting players add geometry, script AI for single-player-like experiences, change camera positions, imagine a Desert Strike attack helicopter style game mode, third-person shooter battles perhaps, and things like a COD Zombies mode with rounds, hordes, and purchasable guns. If this all works as advertised, then it could be incredible for the game, allowing players to use a custom version of Godot for building their experiences. Fingers crossed that they deliver on all of this. In the multiplayer reveal trailer and additional footage...
Let's be real, your fingers got to be crossed in general. Like, I'm hyped to a degree, but your fingers got to be crossed. I've already pre-ordered the game, don't get me wrong. But your fingers got to be crossed because Battlefield is notorious for terrible launches. Like, that's just what they do. I remember Battlefield 4 dropped and we were like, this is the buggiest I've ever played, but this game is so fun. Battlefield 1 dropped probably the smoothest. Battlefield 5 I think was sloppy as well. 2042 sloppy as well. Like, they just are notorious for terrible launches, bro. So don't be surprised if this launch is awful. Like, don't be surprised. I won't hold my breath, but if it is a great launch, based on what I've seen, this game looks like it's going to be the best Battlefield that they've ever made. That's the vibes it's giving. I'm like, don't shoot the messenger, bro. Don't shoot the messenger, okay?
We can see soldiers deploying assault ladders. It looks like these can be used to cross gaps, acting as a makeshift bridge, but also when propped up against buildings, can be used to enter higher up windows.
Yeah, I noticed that in the gameplay trailer. I like that a lot.
Allowing for flanking opportunities that have not been possible before in previous Battlefield games outside of grapple hooks. It appears it can be deployed on assets too, like the top of the car, for example.
That's fire.
This could be a game-changing gadget for the assault class, and I imagine a bit of a headache for DICE because I'm sure that you could use this to get into plenty of positions that you weren't really supposed to be. Battlefield design director Shashank Uchil commented on skins and cosmetics in an interview with DoubleTap.com. He said, "It has to be grounded. That is what BF3 and BF4 was. it was all soldiers on the ground. It's going to be like this. Micheal said, pointing at the key art featuring soldiers in soldier gear looking out over a war-torn New York City.
And that, I knew it. When I seen the preview to this, I knew they were like, yeah, let's just go straight BF3, BF4, Bad Company 2 vibes. That's it. That's it. You keep it there, and the Battlefield fanatics are going to love this shit. And you're not wrong, because I absolutely loved everything I've seen so far. From Westy to Jack Frax to Level Cap to goddamn gameplay trailers. It is looking like one of the best Battlefields they've made in years.
Yeah.
Mind you, Battlefield 1, Battlefield 5 are cool. They're cool. Dope for the past. I don't give a damn about the past shooting a fucking musket, bro. Give me the goddamn automatics, the goddamn modern guns. Give me that BF4 vibe again. I play BF4 like a crackhead, bro. Over 4,000 or 5,000 hours on that damn game. So give me that back, and you're probably gonna get the same thing. I'm just being honest, okay?
Added, I don't think it needs Nicki Minaj. Let's keep it real, keep it grounded.
Thank you.
Good to hear that. Hopefully that trend continues throughout the live service of the game, and DICE realize how sought after the authentic military aesthetic in current first-person shooter games is. David,
that was the reason why we came over here to begin with. Come on, let's be real.
Sutherland, senior producer on...
We wanted something more realistic, a little bit better vibes. We wanted better vibes, bro. That's what we wanted. We wanted realistic vibes. We wanted to feel like we were actually in the atmosphere of fear of war. And it feels good. As crazy as that sounds, it feels good.
The game elaborated on this in a comicbook.com interview. That's also a part of the class identity, how you look. Probably more how you think you look than how you actually see someone. We have this shoulder identifier for classes, like with Recon, it's 3 antennas near their shoulder, similar to Battlefield 3. We continue to say certain aspects of different classes aren't allowed to be interchangeable to avoid confusion.
As it
For
should
example,
be.
there's a ghillie material on the Recon skins, and they're not used on the other classes to really emphasize the differences. He said there are some rules here, but it's looser rules than it's always going to look like this, but it needs to feel like it fits the universe, because part of why I think we're getting good feedback is because it feels like 3 and 4 in a sense where it fits. I think that's really important.
That's what we want,
so I
bro.
guess that when players purchase or unlock skins,
this is not rocket science.
they will always have this class.
At least I don't feel like it is, you know. Add some cool features here and there, but for the most part, give us the same that we love. Same. That's what Call of Duty's been doing forever. Give you the same goddamn model. You're gonna get kill streaks. You're gonna get some basic maps. They're gonna throw some throwbacks in there, and you're gonna love this shit. Okay, that's it. Simple.
Identifier on their character model somewhere. There are plenty of other additional details in the footage that they released too. Here we can see a Recon player has deployed a very detailed decoy soldier behind a shield. Usually when enemy players fire at these, they are automatically spotted for their mistake. We see a Recon drone flying here, confirmed.
I did not notice that in the damn thing. That was crazy. I also noticed this damn random ass billboard right here. Here you'll fight for it.
Their existence in the game, but more importantly, a player has added 3 C4 explosives to it, working with their teammate to fly over to the bridge before detonating to devastating effect. Also, the C4 detonator displays the phrase bye-bye.
Oh yeah, Jack breaks this down for real, because I didn't notice half this stuff.
Once the explosives have been detonated. The sledgehammer is a powerful new melee weapon seen here, destroying floorboards very effectively. Unfortunately, it isn't in the beta build to play with yet, but I have seen leaked clips of players using this to destroy parts of buildings piece by piece. I don't think we've ever had anything like that in a Battlefield game before.
No.
The M26 Master Assault class popped up too. This was a very popular gadget in BF3, perhaps here loaded with incendiary
Dragon's
rounds.
breath.
M320 as well, great for punching holes in walls and generally blowing enemies up. We can see a player deploying a mortar here, confirming that they will be back in BF6. The support player here rushing to set it up. I imagine that we'll get different types of ammunition with this too, explosive smoke, etc. No idea on how effective these are going to be though. Operation Firestorm is returning. This was a fan favorite map in Battlefield 3 that was remade in BF4, and the BF6 version here looks true to the original in the clips that we see, and plus they retain the jets that have to take off via runways, perhaps even custom color grading too to make it look more like that BF3 blue tint. It's hard to tell. 2 new types of rocket launchers confirmed here. The Javelin on the left, great for anti-tank, and I think the one on the right here is either the SMOR or the M136 AT4. Both great options. And here we see an MP5 with a red dot and suppressor. Pretty sick to have that in the game. I'm sure that's going to be a powerful fan favorite. And Chinook helicopters might just be some kind of intro cinematic this, but
yeah, that's probably like the intro when you start the match. They do that. They used to do that a lot in BF4, that's for sure, and 3, I want to say.
Would be amazing to pilot these if they're in the game, and that's coming. I imagine you could put maybe 10 to 12 soldiers in this for epic flanking maneuvers around the back of maps. The Battlefield 6 open beta will start very soon on all platforms with no pre-order requirement for access. Weekend 1 is August 9th to 10th. However, you can play on August 7th to 8th if you're an EA Play Pro subscriber, you managed to get a key from drops or creators, or you signed up to BF Labs before July 31st. And then Weekend 2 is August 14th to 17th. They also released the minimum and recommended open beta PC specs here. Minimum GPU will be an RTX 2060, AMD 5600 XT, or an Intel Arc A380. This is nice to see as well on PCGamer.com. 55 gig will be the minimum install size and 80 gig for the recommended specs. An EA representative here said, yes, you will be able to pick and choose which components of the game you install. There will be a shared base package, and then you can separately choose to install the main components, i.e. single player, multiplayer, etc. Great to see, and compared to other AAA contemporary FPS games, it could end up being quite a small install size. Better for people who have limited hard drive space.
Please be a small hard drive size. Please be a small install. Please. I'm so tired of large installs. Like Call of Duty, 315 gigabytes is crazy. Crazy work, bro.
And perhaps slower internet connections. You might play through the single player and then decide that you want to uninstall it. Of course, while still retaining access to the multiplayer. Currently, there's no plans for a Switch 2 and Steam Deck version of the game. Consoles will get quality and performance modes, and there will be visual enhancements for the PS5 Pro. 60 FPS is the target, but with performance modes, it could be possible to get more. This was confirmed by Florian Libian in an interview with Tech & Co. There will be 9 maps and 8 modes at launch of the game on October 10th. The game modes are Conquest, Breakthrough, Rush, Escalation, Squad Deathmatch, Team Deathmatch, King of the Hill, and Domination. Escalation is a new game mode, and in a couple of interviews that I've seen with Vince Ampella and Byron Beatty, both of them said that they've been having a blast playing this in the studios, and it's kind of a new twist on Conquest. So it might start with all of the capture points available, but as the game goes on, the number of capture points are reduced, and it consolidates the battle at the end. So I imagine that over time the map gets smaller and smaller, increasing the intensity of the combat, the number of vehicles, etc., and then the first team to lock down 3 objectives will win. Sounds pretty intense. The launch maps are as follows: Liberation Peak, Empire State, New Sobek City, Manhattan Bridge, the Iberian Offensive, Mirak Valley, Siege of Cairo, Saints Quarter, and Operation Firestorm. No word on how many new maps there's going to be in live service yet, but I would hope that it's going to be more than 1 per season that we saw in 2042. Ideally, I'd like to see 3 or 4 per season if they're up to a good standard of quality. I think realistically we might see 2. In terms of seasonal events for the game, there was an event in Hong Kong yesterday and a couple of DICE developers were there. Jack here said on Reddit, we will have numerous seasonal events and we've invested.
That's Jack without a K, by the way.
Invested heavily in them. We've already shown some of them, so stay tuned for more to come. Anna, another dev there, said our goal is to keep the game fresh and engaging, and we'll continue to introduce new modes, weapons and maps. In regards to adding more classic Battlefield maps, Jack said we've added Portal to the user experience, which allows players to create their own game ideas and builds. As for whether we'll be introducing more classic maps or weapons in the future, unfortunately I can't reveal much at this time.
Please, for the love of God, just drop Demavan Peak, bro. Just one time for me, bro. Rush Demavan Peak was undefeated. I know a lot of people don't talk about this goddamn map, but God damn it, Rush Demavan Peak was so good. Jumping off of that fucking cliff to parachute down with everybody was crazy, bro. You can't relive that first time doing that. Like, doing that for the first time was one of the greatest feelings ever as a Battlefield fan. It was like, this game is so above any other shooter I've ever played, and that's how I've always felt since. Have they delivered with the Battlefield games? I mean, going back in time, going to Battlefield 1, Battlefield 5, those are great games, but they didn't hit like the modern. We need that modern stuff, man. We need it. We need another modern one to hit. 2042, they try to make it slightly more futuristic, which is cute or whatever, but it wasn't enough, man. We need that. We need it. Battlefield 6, this is the one. This is the one.
Anna said in reply to this, you won't be able to play them in today's event, but there will be a classic map Firestorm in Battlefield 6. We'll introduce classic builds or maps based on fan and player requests. Of course, we have so many options, and we want to choose the best possible ones to bring back the good old days of playing Battlefield. This is interesting, and it says to me that yes, there will be more remakes of classic Battlefield maps in the live service. Which ones would you choose? Let me know down in the comments below. I'd hazard a guess that we'll see Operation Metro returning at some point. Some of the best BF3 maps in general I think would fit pretty well in this game. A couple other snippets from Alexia here in a reply about console-specific crossplay. Not quite, it's crossplay on or off, but if crossplay is on, we treat it as console-preferred crossplay. So we'll try and matchmake you with other players on console before falling back to full.
Thank you, Jesus, because good Lord, nobody likes to play PC gamers, or PC gamers don't. I know PC gamers that don't even like to play console gamers. So crossplay is cool, but give us the option. That's all I ask. Just give us the option.
Crossplay if we can't find you a match with only / mostly console players. So this is great for those console players who want to avoid PC, but it doesn't sound like a 100% guarantee of console only. And I think that it would be nice to give console players that console only option.
Please give us the console only option.
And in a reply about weapons here, the reveal event and open beta will have a reduced set of weapons. Less than we'll have at launch. We'll have 40 plus at launch. Pretty decent number of weapons for launch, I think. And the same for vehicles too. She replied yes to a question, will there be more than what we see in the beta? I think that's kind of obvious, right? We haven't seen the little bird. We haven't seen different.
I mean, they always do that. Like, if we're really thinking about it, like the betas, they typically just give us a limited amount, so you don't know everything that's coming out. That's normal. It's not really a crazy shocker.
Transport helicopters, different types of jets. I think there's pictures of rib boats floating around too. So I imagine that naval combat will be coming down the line. At the end of the event, we got to see a teaser for the Battlefield Battle Royale game mode. It looks to be set in a sunny Los Angeles. We see a transport helicopter, multiple...
Oh, so this was the teaser for the Battle Royale. Oh.
Squads, an IFV armored combat vehicle, and a golf buggy. It's a great callback to Battlefield Bad Company.
I'm not going to get over that golf buggy just driving into the pool every time. Like, that gets me every single... Like, just back it up. Look at this.
A vehicle and a golf buggy. It's a great...
Like, who was driving? What were you doing, sir?
Callback to...
That's my homie. He can't drive for he just drives, and then all of a sudden he's in water or he's crashing into a tree.
Battlefield Bad Company. It then pans to a firestorm. Apparently the firestorm is back and devastating a new environment, pushing the players together. Then it confirmed...
That's low-key kind of messed up, though. LA has been having a lot of fires, man. Y'all wild for that one. I'm not gonna lie.
That the Battle Royale will be coming to playtest in BF Labs soon. There's been rumors that EA want to see 100 million players for Battlefield. I'm not sure that's attainable, but a free-to-play Battle Royale will definitely help in that regard if it's fun to play and offers comprehensive live service updates.
If it's good,
if they release this too, it will be...
If this Battle Royale is better than the last one, oh my God. They could do it. I think they could do it for sure. I think it's definitely possible.
From the multiplayer, but perhaps featuring cross progression as Call of Duty operate with the main multiplayer game and COD Warzone. Finally, a little detail that I noticed when playing the game. The RPGs seem to have a minimum explosive distance. As you can see here in a couple of these clips, if I'm too close to the surface that I want to destroy, the rocket does not explode and instead bounces off with no explosive effect. Here I hit the geometry in front of me, and it appears that the rocket has physics too. So I'm thinking there might be scenarios where if you're close enough to a player, you could fire this at them and kill them without it ever exploding. Perhaps even bounce it off a wall and do the same if they're close enough. Pretty cool. And with that said, that's all that I've got for today, folks. Do let me know if you found out any more information in the comments.
That's actually kind of funny. The fucking missile just hits you and kills you.
Of course, I'm going to be playing and streaming, creating videos on the beta when it releases in a few days' time. Make sure to check it out for yourself. Anyone can get it as far as they've said. You don't need to put any money down, anything like that. Play it, see how you feel, and then decide, okay, maybe I'll pick this up or not. I'd advise to wait for release because we don't know how the launch is going to be, and the last couple of launches have been real bad. So keep your wits about you. That's all. It's a very...
See, Jack Frags is smart for saying that because that's what it is, man. Battlefield is notorious for bad launches, man. I'm not joking about it.
Strong first impression though for me based on what I played in the beta. And I wanted to say a big thank you to you guys for tuning in. The video that I released from the capture event has done amazing. I'm very grateful for you all tuning in, checking it out, leaving comments and watching that. I tried to fit in as much stuff as I could. And then of course the stream that we did shortly after the video, we had 20,000 concurrent people watching, which is just crazy. And I'm blown away by all of your supporters. I couldn't go to events like that if you guys weren't here supporting me. So thank you once again. It means a lot to me. Subscribe if you're new here. Drop me a like if you enjoyed the video. Dislike if you didn't. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Yes, sir. We always love you, Jack. We love you, Jack. You're the GOAT. Jack Frags is the GOAT. I just want y'all to know that. Anyways, man. Whoa, trying to go live there. Don't go live. Anyways, man, I appreciate y'all for stopping by, checking out the video, seeing what we saw, hearing what we heard. You know what I mean? Anyways, y'all let me know what y'all think about the gameplay of Battlefield 6. I personally love what I've seen. I haven't seen anything that's really let me down so far. I'm actually extremely excited. I've already pre-ordered the game. I'm not gonna lie to you. I understand the launch is gonna be bad. I'm so used to the launch being bad. I just pre-ordered it anyways. Anyways, man. I always remember the work has to follow has to follow the dream, the wish, the prayer. Anywho, like, comment, subscribe. Let's get it. Let's go. Peace.